Hello friend, happy Friday. I hope you are planning a really great weekend ahead. Thank you for joining me here today. This is the 7th day of our 30 days of wellness and connection together. So today I want to talk to you about digestion, and in particular to answer the question, how do I know if I'm digesting well or properly? Because what I have found as an acupuncturist, a health practitioner, alternative health practitioner, that when I am talking to someone about their digestion and I'm asking, how's your digestion? I just leave it open like that. Many will just say, oh, fine. And then once I start getting deeper with questions, then we realize that no, things are a little off, and that we all have our own ideas of what is normal or not. And there is a big difference between those of us in alternative health and with conventional medicine. There is a big difference there too. So keep that in mind, that what we're discussing here is my perspective, but it's one that I want you to consider. So why is this important? Why is digestion important? Well, it is the basis of health. So as we're eating our food, we are, of course, trying to digest it properly so we can assimilate all the nutrients from it. So not only the macronutrients of protein, fat, and carbohydrates, but all the vitamins and minerals in these foods. So we need to have that in order to be strong and healthy and vibrant. And then also the beneficial bacteria that are in our gut, in our large intestine mainly, they are the backbone of immune health in particular. And we're talking about this now, I'm thinking about this now as we are moving deeper into fall toward winter, where people tend to get sick more. And here we still have this viral threat around us with cases exploding, and I am still pretty calm here because I know what to focus on, and I really want to spread the calmness, spread the knowledge so that you can help yourself too. So digestion is very important. So how do you know if you have proper digestion? There's just 3 main things that I look at, and there is more beyond that. And then there are many ways that we can treat poor digestion, but let's just consider these 3 things. The first is that you need to have proper motility. So yes, we are talking about poop here, that you need to be going at least once a day, sometimes twice a day. So this is one of the body's main ways of removing waste, removing toxins from the body. It's what helps keep the gut healthy and your immune system strong too. So yeah, some people say, oh, well, I go every other day. That's normal for me. There is always more room for improvement with your bowel health, I have found, with myself and with others, because I'll be honest that I tend to be on the slow side, and that's when I know that I'm not digesting properly. This also goes back to hydration. So remember, a few days ago, we talked about how to stay properly hydrated. And that seems to be enough for me, that it keeps things moving. But sometimes there may be something you are eating that you're having a hard time tolerating, and that may slow down your gut motility. But we do need to keep it moving. We cannot get clogged, because that causes many problems. So going daily is a measure of health from my perspective, from the perspective of Chinese medicine too. It is very important. So the next is that there are no uncomfortable symptoms. So gas, bloating, diarrhea or constipation. So your bowel movements need to be very well formed, not too hard, not too soft. And we shouldn't be having any reflux. We should be feeling very settled as we're eating. What else? Oh, there should be no pain anywhere. So hemorrhoids are definitely a sign that you're not digesting well, and even poor circulation may be involved too. And so those are the major symptoms that people talk about when they are not digesting well. So if you have any of those, let's take an honest look at it. And you can think about if you want to treat the root of this condition, because we don't want to just medicate to dampen the symptoms. The symptoms are happening for a reason, and you want to get to the root of that imbalance in order to move toward health. Because just taking a medication that's going to put a Band-Aid on the symptoms is not making you healthier. And we want to focus on that, right? Health. So the third, and this is something you may not hear from others, but I look at skin health, because the skin is a direct reflection of what is happening in the gut lining. So I see kids in my practice. Kids are really prone to having rashes, and there's a lot of things that can damage their gut health that is the cause for this. But as soon as I see a rash, or even adults, if they have really dry skin, are prone to inflammation, if there is acne, I know that they're not digesting properly. And quite often they're not moving their bowels quick enough. So those are the 3 things I would love for you to consider too. Let me know, maybe you have another measure of health. If you are a practitioner, tell me what you look at too, to assess how your clients are doing. And maybe you have an example of how poor digestion might be showing up for you and what you want to focus on. So I do want to stick with this subject for a few days, and we'll talk about some things that can help with your digestion. And I do want to talk about immune health too. So I hope you will continue to watch these videos. Let me know if they're helpful or not. I am going to do it for 30 days regardless, but I would love to know if you are enjoying it. So hope you have a great rest of the day. Plan that fun weekend ahead, and I will see you tomorrow.